wise dice, then attend to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Throw dice and woes of life. Love deprived, looking to revive. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise. Crystal chandeliers, motives reflected. Often mirrors a pit, clear, grinning from ear to ear. Craving and raping the grain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near. Stay there, remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, we know our purpose. In paradise, we know what our worth is. In paradise, we manifest dreams. In paradise, truth is what you conceive. Are you my paradise?
Yo, hello everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. Of course, I'm your host, Matt Clark, and today is Tuesday, so you know where we're at. We're at Georgia's Happy Hog, located at 712 Corporation Drive, just east of just east of Lincoln, and east of Lincoln and south of the state capitol, north of the OU Medical Center. Can't miss it. Love this place. Everybody's been here loves it. They're closed Sundays and Mondays, but they're open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 to 7. You can call for catering or events at 405-525-8111. That's 405-525-8111 if you want to call and check and see if they're open or what they have. So you can do that. Actually, I know what they have. I mean, today is Tuesday, so it's mac and cheese day. Every Tuesday and Friday they have mac and cheese, so you can come and you can get your mac and cheese on Tuesdays and Fridays. Other sides include, on a daily basis, are greens, coleslaw, baked beans. Let's see what else is it. Green beans and potato salad. So those are the sides you can get every day. But mac and cheese only on Tuesday and Friday, and then you can get, other than that, man, they've got hot links, they've got rib ends, they've got all kinds of things. So depending on what you're eating, I can tell you this, their rib ends or burn ends, however you want to call them, are absolutely fantastic. They are delicious. I know a couple that comes all the way in from Lawton once a month just to eat the burnt ends. So, of course, it's brought to you by YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender and a member of the FDIC. And they are the sponsor for us to come out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses. That's why we're here at Georgia's, thanks to YNB. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com or go into any of the locations. The main bank at 401 Elm, downtown Yukon, YNB East, which is off the Parkway and 66th or 39th Street. YNB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road. YNB Peoples, which is located in Bethany, on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur, and then of course YNB Parkway, which is off Garth Brooks, just south of I-40. Can't miss it. Great group of people over there. If you have any needs for any of that, please go ahead and go in and see them. They are fantastic people. Last night, the Thunder took care of business, which of course we all knew that they would. I normally don't do games after doing blowouts because there's really not a lot to talk about, and last night was no really exception to that. We did last night on After the Storm, which is our Thunder post-game analysis show. We did talk about a little bit about it. I guess we're about 40 minutes, 35, 40 minutes, and normally we're on for more than an hour breaking down stuff, but it wasn't a lot to talk about. The Thunder did take care of business, which of course we thought they would against the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies now dropped to 6-19. Now they do get Ja back, and they have against the Pelicans. I believe that game is tonight for them. But the Thunder took care of business, 116-97. The Grizzlies came out pretty strong at first, but the Thunder locked in defensively, cut down on all the open looks, got a hand in everybody's face, and didn't allow them to score in the paint. So Thunder did a fantastic job last night defensively after the slow start, kind of figuring out what they were doing and getting a bunch of open shots. Grizzlies ended up being 19 for 54 for 35%. 35% shooting, 45 rebounds, 22 points in the paint with 22 turnovers. Once again, the Thunder defense has just been outstanding. Remember the three things that we said the Thunder need to do to shore up on the shooting, on three-point shooting, just scoring really, but the three-point shooting, Number two, the thing we wanted them to show up on is their defensive efficiency as far as giving up shots. And the third thing we want to do is have a bigger presence in the paint. And we have not done it, even though Chet's had 16 blocks in 2 games. We still did not handle the business as far as offensive rebounding. We're 30th in the league in the association in offensive rebounding. And that's something giving up offensive rebounds, which means teams are just, just killing us inside. A lot of that has to do with the fact that we do go with the smaller lineup from time to time with Kendricks Williams at the point. At the center post. I prefer either J. Will or Chet at the center because both of those can knock down threes. And I prefer K. Rich in a more of a four now that I notice he can guard the three and the four. So I like him better out there. Oklahoma City 11 for 36, terrible three-point shooting again, 45% from the field, 53 rebounds, 58 pips in the paint, which is the most the Grizzlies have given up this year. They're number one in giving up points in the paint. They do not give up points in the paint. They're number one in not allowing people to score in the paint. And Oklahoma City, of course, we're a drive-oriented team. We like to get to the rim, especially AGA, SGA, or pull up and do jump shots. So we're really, really good at that. We only had 12 turnovers, and we had 6 at the end of the first quarter. So that tells you we had 6 quarters, 2, 3, and 4. For the remainder of the game, we only had 6 turnovers. The Grizzlies outscored us, our bench, of course, but the game was over at the end of the third quarter. Excuse me. Game stats, Chet, 25 minutes, 17 points. Had a really good night, 50% from the field, 50% from three. But anyway, 17 points, 6 rebounds, and 7, yes, I said that, 7 blocks and then 1 steal. J-Dub, 28 minutes, 3 for 9, 1 for 3. He had a decent night, but my deal is with him. He played the same amount of minutes as SGA because he was playing in the fourth quarter because the minutes manager, Coach Dagnott, the minutes manager, of course, he has to play the same amount of minutes as the MVP candidate, All-NBA. Yeah, he plays the same number of minutes. It just floors me that he does that. He's not the guy. No matter how much you try, that Sam Presti wants to shove that over our eyes, he's not. He's kidding the people who don't understand basketball, I can promise you. If you're basketball illiterate, not illiterate, but you just don't understand the intricacies of the game, then, he's the coach and you love him. If you understand the intricacies of the game, he's not your guy. We all see through it, and I can't even listen to this post game because it's all the team that's, dude, you're not going to win without SGA. Every other coach praises their star except this coach. Every other coach, when they go 43, they talk about how great he was. He talks about J-Dub and Chet. My deal is this. Just keep the damn guy. Get rid of SGA. Get you some more draft picks, since that's what we love to have, a bunch of picks. Get us some more picks. And let SGA go somewhere where the coach can appreciate and the team can appreciate and understand that on their social media that their lead best player is not the lead on every social media. J-Dub or Chet, primarily J-Dub, is the lead on every deal. And they're doing that to try to promote him, and I get it, but he ain't the guy. To me, it's really easy. You suppose SGA as MVP and Chet as Rookie of the Year. That's what you do. Joined by my guy, Nathan Taylor. What's up, Nathan, of YNB? How you doing, man?
Hey, man. What's going on, bud? How are you?
Just struggling, man. Just here at Georgia's, just trying to get through this
Okay.
hour-long thing, and then I'm done. I'm going back home. I'm
You're
going back.
you're kind of muffled. You're kind of muffled. You're a little muffled.
I don't feel good, man.
Oh no, I can't hear you real well. You're talking real low. Is that why?
Yes, I don't feel good. Yes. How is that? Is that better? I'll
Okay.
turn my
All right.
microphone up. Is that better? Is that better?
A little bit. A little bit.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't really. Right now, I'm just trying to do the show, trying to get past this. Josh Giddey had a good game last night in 24 minutes, 6 for 12, 3 for 4. Good night for Josh. I think I like 12 rebounds, 4 assists. Very, very, very good night. Lou Dort again played well. 6 for 7, 3 for 6, 4 for 7. I'm sorry, 3 for 6 for 11 points. Played well, and then the rest of the bench. And there, I'd like to see J Will play more. Of course, Jane got a bunch of minutes, and I don't really care about him playing a lot of minutes in games like this because they're not 50-50 games, and it doesn't really matter. So, but what I want to do is talk about.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, so the problem is the people, the fans do appreciate him. It's just the organization that doesn't seem to do that. Right. True. Wow. Nope. 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 That's crazy. That that is that's crazy, dude. Yeah. 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 I know. Right. 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 It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. I just hope that they don't run him off. I mean, the way you sound like they probably will, but I just hope they don't. No, we're not going to win any without him. Oh, there he is. Hey, Drew. What's going on? I can barely hear you, Matt. I was very surprised that they beat Denver, but I mean, it was a great game. So I mean, but it's a good thing we banked that one because these next 4 or 5 games they're gonna be tough, man. They're real
Yeah,
tough.
we have the Clippers on Thursday. What's your take of that, Drew? Drew, are you there? Did he leave us?
Drew, oh,
I don't know
Drew.
what happened to him. The Clippers. What do you
Nope.
What do you think, Nathan?
It's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be a tough game because they're playing real well right now. I know we matched up well with them, but they're playing really, really well right now. I think they're starting to figure some stuff out with Harden, and it's funny. I didn't even think about this earlier, Matt. But they were talking today, and Westbrook, Harden, and Paul George coming back to Oklahoma City all in one team. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I honestly think this is going to be probably the toughest game in my opinion in the next couple because the Timberwolves will be tough. But I just for some reason have a bad feeling about this Clippers game. We'll see.
Yeah, it depends on who he plays. If he sticks with his top 9, maybe 10, he's going to be all right. Because I can say this, Jay Will and Chet need the problem with them both playing at the same time in this game, even though Zubik is going to kill Chet because Chet just doesn't physically can't handle him. You can't put Chet at the 4 because that means he's got to guard Paul George or Kawhi. That's not a possibility. That is not happening. Okay? So to me, that has a lot to do with it. I don't know if he can actually do that or not. That's just me. But Lakers game, of course, on Saturday. After this come out Thursday, and then Saturday's the Lakers game. T-Wolves, Knicks, and Nuggets. And we both believe that the Thunder, they're going to be doing great if they go 3-2. That would be a major win for us. 4-1 would be
for sure.
crazily fantastic. But the thing the Thunder have not done is won at home, and they've got to win at home. They've got to win at home. What, 5 of their 7 losses are at home? Something stupid like that.
Well, they've got to get they got to get over the hump of beating Minnesota too. I mean, and the Kings. For some reason, they just can't beat those teams.
Well, like Drew said, we don't.
If you do it once,
well,
kind of like anything else.
Well, Drew said we don't match up with the Kings. We don't match up with the Kings because Sabonis, we just don't have an answer for him.
Well, we don't.
I mean, because Jay Will is strong enough.
Kind of like that thing, Matt. If you do it once, you can, you kind of get the blueprint and you get some confidence, and you can. I don't know. We'll see. But
well, my deal is this: you're down 3. You bring Isaiah Joe in the game, who hadn't made a 3 in 3 quarters, and you bring him back in to make one. He misses again to tie the score. So they never really got a chance to get where they needed to get. SJ was the only reason why we're in the damn game is because of him. Let's just call it what it is. Are you back, Drew?
I tried. I barely hear you, Matt.
I told you, man. I can't. It's just. Is that better? I can't. I mean,
I think it's the background noise. Yeah, it's the background echo. I can hear your voice. It's just echoing.
Well, you got that dude. He had his music doing the bump out loud, and he's talking as loud as he can. He's all the way to hell in the back of the store. I can hear him. I'm in the front of the store. Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. Anyway, what's your take of the Clippers? What's your take of the Clippers?
Say that again.
Clippers.
What happened?
Clippers Thunders 2 days from now.
Clippers Thunder game coming up. Thursday night?
Yes.
Should be good when Clippers are playing good right now. Where they won like 8 and 9?
Yeah, they won 8 in a row, I believe.
I think they won 8 in a row.
Hold on. Let me get the standings right now. The Clippers.
They're probably playing the best of anybody right now.
The Clippers are 16-10, winners of their last 8.
Yep.
And right now you have the T-Wolves at 20-5, winners of 3 straight. The Thunder are in second place at 17-8, winners of 2. The Nuggets 18-10, they've won 1. The fourth place team of the Kings 16-9, they've won 3 in a row. The Mavericks are 5th, and they've lost 1 at 16-10. The Clippers are 16-10, winners of 8. So that's your top group right there. You've got 1, 2, between 3 and 6. They all have 10 loss, 9. One has 9 losses. The other 3 have 10. And then the Pelicans at 11, and the Lakers at 11, and the Rockets at 11. We won't count the Rockets, but the Lakers are a scary team as well, don't you think, Drew?
The Lakers are struggling right now. They've kind of had a little in-season hangover.
Yeah, but how about them raising the banner and the fans not really cheering? Did you see that?
Yeah, well, I did a little research on that, and I found out that the NBA required the NBA team that won that tournament to hang the banner.
Oh, that makes sense, but still the crowd wasn't happy.
Wow. The banner is not the same size as the World Championship banner. It's a vertical banner, not a horizontal banner, and a different color. Yeah, so the NBA required the team that won that to hang up.
Did you see where they hung it, though? Weird. They hung it by the Minneapolis Lakers championship. That's where they hung it. So they're not really counted either, but I'm sorry, guys.
I don't think they really wanted an in-season banner up either. I think they just got their $500,000 check.
Yep, I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
I mean, it's a small banner. It's there. I mean, whatever. Whatever it works, it works, it works. That's kind of how I look at it. Last night in Monday Night Football, guys, I'm sorry, the Eagles, there's no way they should have lost this game. They outgained.
No.
They,
What are you doing throwing a deep ball with 2 minutes left?
I don't know. What are you doing throwing a deep ball when the guy's wide open in the flat again for your second interception to end the game? And all you need is 3 points. And you have timeouts.
You gave up a 92-yard drive to a guy that hadn't played in 1,134 days.
And how about he losing this? He had lost 8 straight games.
Yeah.
Lost 8 straight games.
The Eagles are 0-8 versus the Seahawks. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good stat.
It just floors me, man. These people, the Eagles, man, they listen. The whole thing is,
It's quite obvious Jalen Hurts isn't right.
no,
He's hurt.
He's hurt.
He's not running right. He just looks off.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you this. The difference is Valdez Scantling drops a winning touchdown pass, and Jackson Nick, what's his name, JSN catches his pass.
The Eagles should have lost 7 in a row, dude. They should have lost to the Redskins. They should have lost to the
Chiefs.
Bills.
Should have lost to the
They
Chiefs.
should've lost
The Chiefs.
to
Yep.
the Chiefs.
Yep.
I mean, they've been skating on thin ice for 6 weeks.
Yep. They were 7-1 in 1-score games. I've lost 3 in a row. And the whole thing is, the problem is with the Cowboys. The Cowboys' schedule is still tight, but they can't afford to lose another one.
The Cowboys should have beat them up there too, but Dallas just can't play on the road. They're just so bad.
It's bad, dude. It's terrible. But the Eagles outgo.
And that's a bad spot to catch Buffalo too. Buffalo is playing desperate. They're gonna win every game just to make playoffs.
And let's face it, they should have been beat by the Chiefs.
Terrible.
And they should have got beat by the Chiefs.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, it's,
Don't be surprised if Buffalo runs the table and wins their division.
Yep.
Don't surprise me at all.
Yep, I agree. So we look at total yards. The Eagles had 321. The Seahawks had 297. 178 rushing yards. You run for 178 yards rush, and you lose the game.
Yeah.
That is just.
What was Hurts? 19 of 27 for 143 yards and 2 interceptions.
He was 17 for 31, 143 and 2 INTs.
Wow.
Drew Lock 22 of 33 for 208 and a TD. He got on. He didn't even look like, you see him, he getting dressed. You can tell. Look how he dressed. I mean, I'm like, dude, you can tell you're saving every penny you got. He looked terrible in the pole. I mean, I'm like, is that what you're wearing? I mean, wow, dude, really? That's what you're wearing? Okay. That makes a lot of sense to me.
That's a bad loss if you're an Eagles fan. You got to win that game against Drew Lock.
You got to win that game. And the problem is they could lose. I mean, the Giants may beat them again. They struggle with the Giants.
I'm telling you right now, I called it earlier. I said the Giants will win one of those 2 games. They always beat the Eagles late in the year. And the bad thing is, you're a Philly fan, if you win last night, you could have not played your starters the last game of the year.
Yep.
Most likely.
Yep. Now you have to. Just to
Now
get.
you're going to have to win the division.
Yeah, they do. It's just. I mean, you gotta win the games you can win. Sorry, guys. You gotta win the games that you can win. How about the Cowboys and Bills? What was that, Drew? When you get a chance to talk, what was that?
Terrible. No excuses. I mean, it's terrible. It's terrible. They sleptwalked through the first half, got down early, and then panicked. When you get on the road for some reason, I don't understand what it is. It's mental to them. I think if they get down on the road, they start throwing bombs and making bad decisions. And defense just fell apart. They look tired for whatever reason that is. But I don't know. They just got outplayed on every sense of the word.
Yeah, they did.
Every phase of the game got outplayed.
I mean, does that end Dak's MVP?
I think so, probably. I mean, unless he comes back this weekend against the Dolphins and just lights them up, which he could because the Dolphins defense isn't that great.
Nope, they're reeling. And this whole thing is, my deal is this, the most valuable player, your choices are him or Brock Purdy. I mean, you kidding me? Christian McCaffrey clearly is the best. I mean, Brock has less pass attempts than any quarterback in the league because of number 23 behind him. And my deal is this: how do you,
Mine would be the Ravens quarterback. He
yeah,
would be my MVP.
yep. Either to me, either him or Christian McCaffrey. But the Ravens have to run the table. They've got to beat San Francisco. Isn't this? They play San Francisco, right? Is that who it is, Nathan?
Yeah, that's Monday night. What a game.
So
Ravens Niners Monday night.
if he lights the Niners up, he's the MVP. Whichever quarterback does the best that game wins. You know what I'm saying? But to me, Brock Purdy is not the MVP. That's a joke that this guy is the MVP. He's gonna get all this credibility, and it's like, dude, you without your weapons, you lost 3 straight. Without your weapons.
let's not forget Deebo Samuel's there too, who could be an MVP as well.
Yep. But Christian McCaffrey is the guy that drives the car.
I mean, Deebo Samuel's been a fantasy league MVP.
Yeah, he's killing it, dude. He's unbelievable, man. He is unbelievable. And the whole thing is the 49ers not going anywhere because they have Brock Purdy for what, 2 more years on rookie deal?
Yeah, on a rookie contract.
For 2 more years or 3?
I bet they redo it before his 3rd year is done.
Well, they'll do it after the 3rd year because that's when they usually do it. Is after your 3rd year, because Jalen Hurts, they did it in his 4th year, I believe. Mahomes, they did it in his 3rd year. And so I think they'll do it after your 3rd year, before your 4th year, with 2 years left. Because to me, you got to give me 1 more year. You got to give me this year and next year. If you play next year like you did this year, then I'll pay you. But give me 1 more year. If you doing this level, then I got 2 years left on your contract.
You got a full year at tape on him, and we'll see what happens and see if San Francisco can retain all their players, keep their defense, keep that offensive line together. If they can do that, then he probably had a successful year. But attrition usually hurts the quarterback from year to year.
Yep. We'll see what happens on that. The question is, with the Chargers, guys, Nathan, who do you think they should hire as a coach?
Harbaugh.
I agree, Harbaugh. But he is. But
I'm going to stick with this.
Go ahead, Nathan.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're talking. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, you know what? I was touting Lincoln Riley for the Patriots job, but I think what you guys said the other day made sense. It's downhill. I mean, if downhill is USC's going, I think that'd be a perfect job for him.
Well, he
Lincoln Riley doesn't want to deal with NIL. If he's going to do that, he might as well be a pro coach, and he doesn't even have to move out of his house.
And you've got Justin Herbert as your quarterback.
Yeah, right.
That's the key.
Right.
But
on a side note, did you see Will Howard going to USC?
No.
Wow. The Kansas State quarterback? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Well, they had a couple of those 5-star quarterbacks in the transfer portal, so I don't know what their quarterback room looks like.
Yeah, he may want to get out. He may want to bounce.
It seems like every big game USC plays, every big game USC has played, they seem like they lose under Lincoln Riley. Yep. And it's not just a slight on Lincoln Riley just because I don't like him. It's really facts to me.
But listen,
we'll see.
It was their defense. It was their defense.
They're putting 45, 50 points a game and they're losing.
Yep, it ain't got nothing to do with Lincoln Riley, bro. You putting up 45 points and you still lose, that's your defense. That's why he's no longer the defensive coordinator.
That's on the head coach, though, right?
No, that's the defensive coordinator, bro.
And then in the NFL these days, it's an offensive coach's game.
Yep.
Very rarely do you see NFL coaches that are defensive-minded anymore. The ones that are, the guy with the Ravens, he's kind of a breed of his own. There's not too many defensive-minded head coaches out there that are keeping their jobs because everybody has got these sophisticated offenses that score 35, 40 points a game.
Yep.
You got to have somebody that has an offensive game plan and can put points on the board to win in the NFL these
days. Well, that's what Harbaugh did. He's got a dynamic quarterback, and then he's got a coach that can coach him. That's what he did.
Uh-oh.
And, you look at Mike Tomlin, defensive coordinator, he's struggling. You look at the Bears, defensive coordinator, he's struggling. You look at the Chargers, defensive coordinator, defensive head coach, they're struggling. The Patriots.
Look at Harbaugh, if he goes to the Bears, they're going to try to make a move for Williams.
Oh, hell yeah. The difference is, to me, Chicago is a better fit for him, to me. But the problem is they have not fired Eberflus. That's the problem. And their defense is playing better. Chicago's is playing better, but, dude, he's clueless on offense. To me, you look at what's DeMeco Ryans did. What did he do? He took the offensive coordinator the young offensive coordinator for Shanahan with him. That's who he took. I don't know if y'all know that because when what's his name left, Mike McDaniel left, he took the guy under him. Okay, and then when D'Amico Ryans left, he took the guy that was under him. That was under McDaniel. So he understood. He understands. He's a defensive guy. He goes, look, you take the offense. I need somebody creative. We got a young guy who can help a quarterback grow, and I'm gonna handle the defense. And that's what they're doing. That's the path to their success. And it's the same thing. You got Lincoln Riley. Hit the problem with him. If he goes to the Chargers, you still got to find a defensive coordinator.
Yep.
You got to find a defensive coordinator.
Let's be honest about it. So let me go back to this for just a second. But you said it's on the defensive coach and the defensive coordinator, the problems they're having. But I mean, he knew how that was going to play out coming from OU. Alex Grinch can't stop a nosebleed.
Well, that is called loyalty.
It was crazy that Alex Grinch was like the number one defensive guy out there, and now he can't. Like you said, he can't stop a nosebleed.
No.
But at Ohio State, he was a monster.
He was a monster with defensive back coach.
That's the thing. Like, why did he take him to USC knowing what was going to happen?
He figured that he couldn't get the talent that OU. He could get with better talent at SC.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yep.
And then once he got better talent, he still couldn't coach. That's when he got fired. I mean, he had better athletes at USC.
Alex Grinch will show up some. I think has a lot to do with culture too with that program. He's got kind of a cloud over him that Lincoln Riley teams don't play defense. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And, I think that Grinch will surface somewhere else and have a resurgence on the
Yeah, he'll be a defensive back coach or something like that where he was at Ohio State. He'll be something back along those lines. So.
Yep.
We'll take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, Collaborative Logic, to keep us up and running. If you have any needs for computers, software, any of the network administrators, or website design, these are the guys to talk to. Holler at my guy, Russell Williford, over there at Collaborative Logic. SRB, if you have any needs for engineering, surveying, or planning, Mark Long is the dude. They love to be behind the scenes. So if you have a project that requires surveying and engineering, hey, they are the people that can plan it up for you. Oak Grove Trucking and our guy, Jose Fierro. If you have needs for dirt, rock, or sand, no mud. He doesn't do mud, but he does dirt, rock, and sand.
What's up, Jose?
Our guy, Jose. Of course, Greg and Max Nafee at NAFCO appreciate everything they do for us. YNB, family owned and operated since 1912.
The bank. The big things happen.
Hey, they're an equal housing lender and a member of the FDIC. They're the proud sponsor for us to be here at Georgia's Happy Hog today, and appreciate them supporting us in women, minority, and black-owned businesses in the Oklahoma City area. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or you can go into the main bank at 401 Elm, downtown Yukon, YNB East, which is off the Parkway in 66, YNB Mustang, which is 218 North Mustang Road, YNB Peoples in Edmond and Bethany, America on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur, or YNB Parkway of Garth Brooks and I-40, just south of I-40. You can't miss it right there in front of the hospital. And then, of course, our boy DT Construction and Consulting, Drew Henthorne. You can holler at our guy, Drew, if you have needs for roofing or remodeling of any kind, painting, whatever it is you want to do, or they can also do estimates if you're looking at remodeling, or if you want to flip a house, they can help you do that. Contact my guy Drew at 405-209-4051, 405-209-4051, or email him at dtconstruction2015 when you do call. Shelter Insurance and the Mark Pemberton Agency, located 4609 Southeast 29th Street in Dell City, America. They're open Monday through Thursday from 9 to 5, Fridays 9 to 1, closed Saturdays and Sundays, proudly serving the Middale area since 1982. Now, Drew, you got some games today. I wasn't sure. Oh, man, I stuck in some other stuff here I should have got rid of. Man, you put it in when I got here at Georgia's, and I messed all this stuff up. I got to get rid of some of this stuff in here. But anyway, you took the Bucks. Minus 16, and then a lot of points.
San Antonio San Antonio's terrible, though. Bucks are pretty good at home. I kind of like the over in that game, too. I like for San Antonio to start another losing streak.
Yeah, but I tell you, Wemby just took over in the fourth quarter, made all the difference in the world in that game, bro.
Yep. Well, in the late, that's one guy. When they sit people, they sit 4 and 5 guys. So it's frustrating. It's like they don't even care about what seed they're going to be in the playoffs.
No, they really don't. They really don't. Now, of course, in college basketball, you have
They really don't. I mean, it's quite obvious.
yeah, it really is obvious. It really is. Him and Chet are definitely the two leading candidates. I say they should just do Rookie of the Year candidate, go players. That's what I
Well,
think.
I think Wemby over the last 2 weeks has really kind of started coming to his own. The last 2-3 weeks to do that.
Yep.
Because he was kind of struggling at first, kind of getting, just in the swing of the NBA and adjusting to the speed of it. But I think he's doing. Well, I tell you what, the last 4 or 5 times I've watched him play, he looks great.
He looks really good. He does, dude. He does. And
He's
Chet,
got kind of a funky little jump shot, which they'll try to fix, I think. But yeah, he's so big and quick on his feet. I mean, he's
and long,
really good.
and long.
Yeah, long.
Long. And then Chet, I thought it played really well, too, these last 3 games after he got beat up about being, only thing good about him is what the Thunder said about on Instagram. I was like, dang, man. Because the Thunder do promote the hell out of him on Instagram. I do say that.
Chet's playing great right now.
I know, that's what I said. He's
Last
got
5 or 6 games, Chet's played great.
well, he was last three or four, because he's got 16 blocks in the last 2 games, Drew, and averaging 18 points. He's played well. He's played really well.
He struggled a little bit up at Sacramento, I thought.
Matchups.
Ate up a little bit, my big boy.
Well, our problem is, as I was telling Nathan, we don't have an answer for Sabonis. Jay Will is not strong enough. She's strong enough, but he's not quick enough to handle him in the post. And Chet is too thin to handle him physically in the post. We don't have anybody that can deal with him. And that's our problem. We just have nobody to deal with him.
And Sacramento's got guys all over the floor that can shoot the ball. So you don't have 5 guys crashing the boards or crashing down on help.
Yep.
Help him out because you got it all spread out.
Yeah, but Keegan Murray is hurt, so that's going to help. College basketball, I'm assuming, is Virginia. Is this basketball or football, Drew? You didn't.
Yeah, Virginia's playing Memphis in a holiday tournament tonight. Memphis laying 3.5. I think Virginia locks them up. I've watched Virginia play a couple times this year. That defense is legit. They play that slow down basketball, which I know is going to frustrate Penny Hardaway.
Yep. And then, of course, those Indiana Hoosiers, minus 12.
Yeah, I was really surprised on that line there. I don't really understand how Indiana's not a bigger favorite over Morehead State. I must be missing something, but I'm going to do a little more research on it. But Morehead State shouldn't be within 25 of Indiana.
Yeah. Then you've got college football tonight. You've got Marshall.
Yeah, I'm taking Marshall in the points. I'm 6-2 in bowl games so far this year, and 5 of my 6 wins are underdogs. But that's 12.5 12.5 a lot bowl game, and I think Marshall covers that spread. UTSA doesn't have a big offense. Marshall should stay in the game.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% on that.
Thundering Herd plus 12.
Yep, I agree. In the association last night, Drew.
I got a nice little bad beat yesterday. I had Western Kentucky down 28-0. Came back and won it.
Yeah, I saw that. Dude, what the hell was that? I saw the highlights of that. I mean, you're talking about just a total debacle.
There's a lot. I came back and got an update on my phone. Said Western Kentucky kicked 52-yard field goal to win in overtime. I was like, where?
Well, Marshall went for it on 4th down or 4th down, got the field goal blocked. I mean, you're on the goal line, three games, you don't gain a yard. It was pathetic offensive calling.
I like this next week and a half is going to be pretty nice with bowl games. Starting after Christmas, you'll have bowl games on during the day and all through the week and next week. So it'll be a pretty good week.
Yep, I cannot wait.
You playing next week.
Yep, I'm going to tell you, in the games last night, how do you think about the Cavaliers? They lost Darius Garland for, a month because of a broken jaw, and then Evan Mobley's out.
That's twice with Garland, too. They're just a different team when he's not in the lineup, too. That hurts them.
And they still beat the Rockets last night. Yeah. How funny is that? Then the other games, I'll tell you what, the Clippers, wow. Last night, they just, man, I was really surprised at that. Were you not?
Yeah, I was. But
I mean, for them smashing the Pacers the way they did, I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming at all. Couldn't believe it.
No, and there was a pretty good matchup on this plate last night too.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. I really liked. I was just kind of going through the ones that I like. The Nuggets and the Mavericks.
How about my boy Colby White, former Tar Heel, just lighting up the 76ers last night?
Yeah, well, the 76ers were due though, weren't they? Weren't they due last night?
Well, I mean, they're a big favorite over the Bulls. That's a big upset right there. At home too, I could see the Bulls caught them on the road, but getting in there in Philly, that's a big win for the Bulls.
Yeah, but I'm saying but the Bulls. I mean, the Sixers were due for a letdown or a flop or something. They were due.
Yeah.
I mean, they were due. It was time. Then, of course, in NBA games today, we have the Grizzlies at the Pelicans. Ja's first game back is tonight against the Grizzlies. Glad we didn't have to see him last night. You know what I mean? Glad that we didn't have to see him last night. And then the Spurs and the Bucks tonight. That's Wemby against Giannis. That's basically what that's going to be. The Suns and the Trailblazers. Go ahead. And then, of course,
that'll be a big ESPN matchup with Wemby and Giannis tonight.
Yep. And then the Suns and the Trailblazers are on, and then the Celtics and the Warriors. Dude, I would have hoped that we would have had more games on TV promoting Chet more and SGA, because, that would have really helped our coaching situation, because this guy would not be able to get away with the crap he gets away with.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you have a lot more eyes on him.
Yeah, and, the stuff that he's pulling, it's just, I mean, like J-Dub in the fourth quarter. Why the hell is he in the game? We're up 30, whatever. Why are you playing him? Oh, so he can he puts him on the same plane as SGA. That's what he does. But that's because, he's developed J-Dub. He had nothing to do with SGA. He doesn't, like they said before, in an Athletic and ESPN, he doesn't know how to coach a superstar. He's a G League coach that coaches players up, which he's fantastic at. But that's it. He does not know how to coach a superstar. He doesn't get it. And it's just like, to me, the Denver game was a perfect example. With almost 8 minutes ago, when he pulls SGA up, and gets to the table, Jokic and Murray immediately come in the game. I'm like, Coach, that's how it works. At the 7, they put in their best player, you put in your best player. Oh, that's right, you think your best player is Isaiah Joe or Jay Will or Chet. That's who you think your players are, because you put them all in the game at 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter instead of SGA. It's mind-boggling. In 50-50 games, Drew, he should play 40 minutes.
Yep.
He should play 40 minutes. He should be in 7 minutes of the second quarter and 7 minutes of the fourth quarter. Because the guys that you have, we lose the games at the beginning of the second and fourth quarter because he leaves those guys in there too long. Trying to develop them.
How many minutes is SGA averaging a game right now? 36, 37?
Probably around there. And J-Dub is 35 and a half. Chet's probably 31. In his mind, he thinks J-Dub is going to be their next player. And like I said earlier, just go ahead and trade SGA. Get you some more picks so you're happy with all the picks you got. And then count on J-Dub and Chet to win the league for you, and they're not gonna. If those are your two guys you got to go to, you ain't winning. You're going to be a play-in guy at the best. That's what we'd be, a play-in team. With our roster, without SGA, we're play-in, if that. Don't you think, Drew? Nathan, what do you think? Nathan, are you there? Looks like I've lost excuse me, Drew and Nathan both in my deal. So, but that's kind of how I feel about the Thunder and how things are going with them. I mean, we've got a fantastic guy. You got the MVP candidate for the league, top 5 player. Even Mike Malone, the coach of Denver. What did he say? You know what? There's a reason why he's all NBA. He first team all NBA. That's what the coach says. Our coach never says that. You have the opposing team coach praising our best player more than our own coach does. And y'all, you fans that don't understand the game, y'all don't get it because you just don't. But for those of us that understand it, we don't even listen to his nonsense. We start, dude, shut the hell up. You're full of it. Shut the hell up. You're a G League coach who's great at developing players. We're developed and ready to go to the next level, and you're not the guy because you're still doing G League type stuff. You're in the big leagues now. We're not doing the other stuff you're doing. So And people can get mad at me all you want to. You got mad at me about Russell when I started saying stuff about him. And was I right? Yes. Am I right about this guy? 100%. Was I right about Billy Donovan? Yes. Was I right about the other guys? Yes. I was right. And I'm still right. So you can be mad at me all you want to, but I'm calling the Thunder out. I see what you're doing. I see what this coach is doing, and you're wrong. So that's why I'm promoting SGA on this show and promoting Chet as Rookie of the Year. And I've completely changed my whole opinion and whole thought process on Chet. And those of you that have been listening to me, you know I have. 100%. My deal is this. I don't go by stats. I go by eye test. That's what I go by. I go by what am I looking at? What can you do? What can you not do? What are you not good at? What you are good at? That's what I look at. So that being said, I want to thank the guys here at Georgia's Happy Hog for letting us come in today. It's one of my favorite places to be, located at 712 Culbertson
You get those
Drive.
burned in, take it over to my mama. You can put my name on it if you want.
Yeah, no, dude, I'm going to sit in the dry sauna and sweat this mess out, man. I got camp on Thursday and Friday, so I got to sweat this stuff out. You can contact them at 405-525-8111 for catering events. They're closed Sundays and Mondays and open 11 to 7. They are fantastic, and I do enjoy them. And, of course, it's brought to you by YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. The bank.
The bank that makes things happen.
Yes, they are. They're an equal housing lender, a member of the FDIC, and they're the sponsor for us to be out here at Georgia today, and we do appreciate them. You can go pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com, or you can go into their locations located on the side. And, guys, we'd appreciate it if you go to YouTube, search the Unpopular Hour with Matt Clark, like, subscribe, and hit notifications. That way you'll know every time we're on. And also search After the Storm, OKC Thunder, and that will pop up. And you can please hit like, subscribe, and notifications if you want to get the breakdown of what happened. So, Drew, you got any closing comments?
Oh, man, I'm just pretty excited about the upcoming next couple weeks. Are a really great time to be a sports fan.
Yep.
You got NBA, you got college basketball kicking in, full swing, some good holiday tournaments. You got the bowl season, NFL coming down the stretch. So it's a good time to be a sports fan.
Yep, tomorrow we're going to break down the NFL schedule and what's going to happen with all of that tomorrow. So I'm excited about that because next week is when, to me, the bowl season starts next week. That's when bowl starts. I mean, I'm really going to be focused.
And then my Cornhuskers signed a number one quarterback in high school, so things are looking up.
Yep, things are looking up. I saw that. Congratulations to Matt Rule getting that guy in there because.
Well, that's a big get. Getting him away from Georgia is huge.
Yep, and on top of that, though, what you got to have some defense, and you got to have some guys, some skill players. So having a quarterback is not enough, which we see with Kansas City. If you guys can't catch.
With having him on the roster, you're going to see them pick up some skill players.
Yeah, here and there, yes.
They don't want to come play somebody who can't throw the ball, but now you got him.
Yep. Hey, I agree. So, do you think Arch Manning stays or goes? Drew.
Man, I think he's going to leave.
I do too.
I think he's going to leave.
I was talking to some guys the other day.
He's just wasting away. That'll be, his second year?
Second year sitting. Even though he'll only be a true freshman, he'll still have 2 years. He'll still have 2 years left to play, and then be gone. But I'm like, that's not enough.
The Coleman kid, no.
Yeah, he's still there.
He needs to go play somewhere. Wouldn't be shocked if he goes to Ole Miss.
Yep, Ole Miss. I think it's either Ole Miss or SC. One of those two. He can't do wrong either way he goes. The thing is this: if he goes to SC, then to Ole Miss. If he goes to Ole Miss, he stays and plays against Texas and those teams. If he goes to the SC, he's got the Big Ten to play with. Then that's no joke either. You have Oregon, you have Michigan, you have Ohio State, you have Nebraska. Come on now. That ain't an easy place to go win games in. So I don't know, but I agree with you. Why should he stay around? I know that he's good friends with the family. And that, but my deal is this: you want him to sit 2 whole years, so he wouldn't throw the football in 2 whole years before he plays.
Yeah.
And even though he's only got 2 years left before he can turn pro, but sitting for 2 whole years, a lot of rust can be developed. I just don't think they do it. Or to me, you send Ewells on, or what's the name? Do you send him on or do you keep him? To me, I'm like, bro, you need to go somewhere else. We got the future.
Yeah.
Euros.
I just don't think he can afford to sit another year.
No.
I mean, he needs to get out and start playing.
Yep, he does. That's 2 years sitting there with no playing, dude. I don't like the way that looks
And
at
then,
all.
I mean, to me, he was the third string at Texas. I mean, they had the other kid playing in front of him.
Yeah.
So I mean, to me, the writing's on the wall for him.
Yeah, yep. If he's still the third team quarterback, yeah, he got to go. Or either that says he's not as good as we think he is. That's the other thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the other thing. Maybe he
Boy,
needs 2
wouldn't that
years.
be crazy if he just wasn't any good.
Yeah. Well, he looked good though when he got in there and finally played him. He looked really good, dude. He throws it.
You think Tennessee would have a shot at getting him?
Man, coaches you'd like to play for. I mean, would you play for Heupel? I mean, I'd play for Heupel. I'd play for Kiffin. I'd play for Brian Kelly at LSU. I'd play for any of those guys.
He really can't go wrong on any of those places.
No.
I mean, USC, Tennessee, Ole Miss, he can't go wrong.
I agree. Any of those places he's good at. I agree 100% on that. He has nothing to lose if he starts in any of those games. So I'm excited about that. But like you, Drew.
He'll probably be the starter in any one of those places next year.
Yep. And then one thing I had to ask you, though, and you had went away and I asked this question. Now I got you back. I'm going to ask you this real quick. I was looking at the Thunder, and we're looking at their schedule. Here are their next 5 games, Drew. They were 4-1 in their first 5. Clippers, Lakers, T-Wolves, Knicks, Nuggets. What do you got? 3-2, 2-3, 1-4, 0-5?
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough road right there.
Yeah.
Man, I'm probably 2-3.
Yeah, I said it. My thing is this: if you walk away 3-2 after this run, you're pretty good. If you're 4-1, you're fantastic. 5-0 would be amazing.
You walk away, you go 3-2, 4-1 in those games. You're gonna have some folks start believing.
Yep, you have a legit team. But the question is, you can't play Jang in any of those games. You have to play your top 10 players
I was
now.
going to ask you this. I didn't get to see this the other night. So I was listening to you guys, not listening, but reading you guys' text during the Denver game. I've yet to see what happened in the game. I know that we hit the last second shot, but break it down for me. What happened?
Okay, basically what happened was we were scoring. They were going back and forth. SGA scores. This is like a 1.5 minute span. SGA knocks down a shot. Then he comes and he strips the ball from Michael Porter Jr. We score again. They come down. Chet, we make a great defensive stop. We come back down, and I think we're up. What are we up? 1-2 at the time?
They were down 7 with what? They were down 7 with like a couple minutes left?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's when SJ went on that run where he scored, scored. Right. And so he went and got us within 2. They throw the ball away. J-Dub comes down and makes a miraculous shot with 30-some seconds left. And I still don't know how he made it, but he made it. And then the game is basically tied at this point, or we're down 1, I believe. We're down 1.
Down 1 with 30 seconds.
Yeah, and that brought us with up 1. They come back down. They miss, which Jokic. I mean, he got pissed off, and you could just see it. When he lost his temper probably around the 4 minutes to go in the game, because he started whining about not getting calls, and Chet was in his grill, played really well, and then of course we get they get the rebound, offensive rebound. We play great defense, and once again, Gordon gets the rebound over Chet on an offensive rebound, shocking. And then they come back and they get another look, and we get a hand in their face. They miss, and then it goes to Isaiah Joe. Gets his hand on it, hustling, hits the SGA, and almost knocks the ball out of SGA's hands, Drew. Almost went between his legs out of bounds. Yeah, but it was a hustle play. He wasn't doing it on purpose. And so then 7 seconds left, SGA had the ball, and everybody on both sides of the bench, everybody watching on TV, everybody in the stands knew that SGA was not going to pass the ball. You know what I'm saying? And he took him he got to his spot, spin away fade with .09, and Mike Malone, they asked him in the post game, and he goes, well, that's why he's first team All-NBA. I mean, that's why, what do you want me to do? But
I'm going to have to go on YouTube and watch that.
But
I haven't had a chance to do it yet, but yeah.
Yeah, he hesitated, spin, move, fade from the elbow bucket. He gets to his spot.
Yeah.
He's going to get to his spot.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
the right side of the lane.
Well, he's on the left-hand side, spun back to the middle and faded. He did a hesitation dribble, got the guy kind of stood up, drove him. The guy took two dribbles.
Who was guarding him?
The kid had been guarding him all night long. What's the number 5? Whatever, long, really long. What's his name? The rookie.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Yeah,
Really, he's a
I know you're talking about.
good player. And then of course, the guy was right there. He was on him, but it was a better shot, good defense, a better shot, and he took care of business. But it's so funny is our coach never praises SGA, which is ironic to me.
Yeah.
It's always our team, our team, our team. Dude, what you have is you have the MVP candidate and you have the Rookie of the Year candidate, and then you have support players after that. That's what you have. But you never.
It's a pretty good. It's a damn good support player. Too.
Really good support deal. That's my thing is, Drew, he's done fantastic at developing these players, but now they're ready. Now we're ready to go. And Dort made some big, huge plays down the stretch, but SGA took over, scored, stole the ball, scored, and he was just like boom, 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 the game back, and it was one score game, just like that, because that's what he does. That's what he does. But it's so funny is everybody talks good about the Thunder, about SGA, except the organization and the coach. And the coach says what the organization wants him to say, let's face it. But I can't stand to listen to him, Drew, because I listen to him, shut the hell up, man, you're full of it. But to the people who don't know,
it's kind of from the top down, too. I mean, even in the broadcast.
That's what I'm saying. It's from the top down. There's no question.
Yeah.
When you're promoting your Instagram stuff, you either have J-Dub is usually the first person on every deal. The first person you see in a picture. The hell, why are you promoting this dude? And it's just amazing to me. Like I said, I think they want to. This guy knows he doesn't know how to coach SGA. He's brought these other guys up. Him and Sam Presti want credit for, look at our draft. We've drafted these guys, we brought them up, and look what we're winning with our drafted people. That's where I think it's at. Because you don't promote, the NBA says SGA, SGA, SGA. Everybody says SGA except the Thunder. The Thunder don't promote him, so that's why I'm promoting him. I mean, put it like this, Drew. I would tell people about him being one of only three players in the history to average 30 points a game and 50% shooting. The Thunder don't even brag about that. He's the only guy, he's the first guy except Michael Jordan to average 30 and a 2.6 steals in the first 20 games of the season. Him and Jordan, in the history of the game, there's only been 2. Thunder don't promote that. That's instead of promoting Chet, J-Dub. How do you not promote that? That is unbelievable that you got a guy. You know what I'm saying, Drew? How do you not promote that?
They need to be doing everything they can to make sure that he feels like he's wanted and that they want to keep him here.
I don't think they care. I think that
There's going to be some people come calling pretty soon.
Yeah, they will, and they'll take the draft picks. They'll get more draft picks.
Yeah,
and then this guy will develop it.
They got more draft picks and they know what to do with it right now.
Yeah, but they'll get more. So they'll have a bunch, and they can continue to talk about, we're the youngest team in the league, and look how great he's developing these players. And we're
like you'd rather just be relevant than have a chance.
That's
to win.
correct. That's where they are. That's where they are. They want to be relevant. Because like the ESPN guy said, he wrote that article. The problem with the Thunder is it looks like SGA and Chet want to win now. And the Thunder administration and coaching staff, which means the administration, they are into let's develop. They're not ready to win mentality. They don't have it. They're not ready to win. Because remember, he went in all in to get Paul George to win now with Russell. And they're not going to do that again. They're just not.
Nope.
They're not going to do it again. It didn't turn out, and they got lucky to get all the draft picks back. So he's not going to do that again. And I think we're 1-2 players away from really, really being great, winning the championship. But we're a coach away. You're a coach away from what you have right now of going far in the playoffs. You're a coach away from taking the team that you have currently and be able to make it to the NBA Finals or to at least the conference finals.
I agree.
You're a coach away because he doesn't get it. He has no concept. It's like Drew the other night. We were struggling in the fourth quarter. And it was like 7 minutes, 50, 40, whatever, first 8 minutes and 2 seconds, whatever. He gets SGA up off the bench to put him in the game, right? Malone immediately pulls in Jokic and Murray off the bench. Immediately. After he got to the podium, immediately to scorer's table, immediately the coach puts the other 2 guys in, up there. Immediately. Our coach, they put in, if that had been reversed, if those 2 went in 8 minutes, he would have set SGA for another 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It's just, look, dude, this is how it's done. If you want to win the chip, if you want to win games, Anytime they put their best player in, you put your best player in.
You think maybe this coach is just you think maybe this coach is just going through maybe a learning curve, or he knows exactly what he's doing?
I think he knows exactly what he's doing. Yes. Oh, you wait. Do you have my food ready?
That's too bad.
I need my hot links, and I need some. I need hot links and burnt ends, please. I need a pound of links and a half pound of. Huh?
All right, now you're making me jealous.
Do you have ends? Some ends? Yes. Can I get a half pound of ends, and then a pound of hot links
Hey,
or
buddy,
wheat
I gotta
bread.
get going.
All right, Drew.
I'll try to hit you up on the show tomorrow.
All right, bro. Appreciate you. So is that?
All right, brother.
No, a pound of hot links, a half pound of ends. Okay. Then of course you know my mac and cheese and greens.
And green.
Yes, please. And wheat bread, please. Thank you. And that's it. So, hey, do we have that lemon cake yet, or did you eat it all?
No lemon cake.
When are you gonna bring the lemon cake back? All right. Well, can I get my 7-Up cake, please? Anyway, people here are fantastic at George's. Like I said, come by George's if you haven't been here. 712 Culbertson Drive, just east of Lincoln, south of the state capitol, north of the OU Medical Center. Can't miss it. It's a fantastic place. You're open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 to 7, closed Mondays and Sundays. Okay? That being said, hope everybody has a fantastic day. I'm going to go sit in a dry sauna and sweat some of this stuff out and then take a couple of Benadryl and go to bed. So snuggle with my big fat boy. So that being said, hey, everybody.